y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial and a review on this hair, which is ISEE Beauty Kinky Curly Mongolian Hair. Okay, so first things first. This is Kinky Curly Mongolian Hair from ISEE Beauty Hair. This hair was brought in a 20, 20, and a 22. And I also brought a 20-inch closure, lace closure. So when I brought this hair, I would say it probably took about 3 to 4 business days for it to get to me, which is pretty quick for the hair. And they're super nice. The company's super nice. I'm not sponsored by any means. I brought this hair with my own money, and they still reached out and act like I was somebody. Like, I am somebody, but I mean, they act like I was a YouTuber, basically, which, not yet. But they reached out, they were super kind, they let me know when I should check my tracking. And then I even posted a picture on my Instagram. They reached out and told me they would give me a coupon code for my next purchase. And they posted my picture and everything. They're like super sweet, super nice, down to earth. The fact that they check their DMs, I know they get a lot, is crazy. Because she was DMing me back and forth about what hair I had and how I liked it for a good minute. Probably about 5 or 6 messages back and forth. So they're really nice people, nice and easy to work with. They're understanding, and the hair gets to you quick. So that right there should make you go purchase the hair. I would say that this hair is high maintenance, but every kinky curly hair is going to be high maintenance. Curly hair in general is just, it takes a little bit more to keep it up other than straight hair. The things I use to keep this hair curly and kind of defined are got to be glued for the closure. It's nothing special. This is super easy if you're not good with wigs or you're not the best at it. This is super easy. Only thing I do with my hair is in some Nipsey Hussle's straight back, RIP. And I just put a little bit of got to be glued on my edges, and I kind of brush them back, and then I put the wig on and I do my makeup, or I, you know, get my outfit ready or something, and it's dried. And then once it's dried, I kind of go out and pull a little bit of baby hairs out, and then I go in with my powder, and boom. Simple and plain. As you can tell, like, it looks pretty good. The lace is medium brown, I believe, or I think I got light brown lace. So it lets you choose your color of lace you want. Another thing I use is, of course, I use the spray bottle. I spray it all the way around, and I kind of saturate the hair. What you see right now is what the hair looks like when it's saturated. I saturated it before the video because I didn't want to spray on the video and mess up my background, which I kind of sprayed it a little bit on accident. So I learned to get my butt up and go spray it elsewhere. So this is kind of the hair saturated right now. And I mean, you can wear it like this. I've wore it like this before. It's more tamed when it's wet. And then, I mean, as the day goes on, it'll get bigger, just like natural hair does. It'll get bigger, especially because I live in Houston, so the humidity dries it super quick and it's nice and fluffy. If you don't like big hair, I don't suggest you get this hair because it has a mind of its own and it does grow. But for all my girls who love the natural hair, this is the hair for you because it literally looks like it's growing out your scalp, and it mimics the things a natural hairstyle would do. Another thing I do is I moisturize. I spray the hair, not often because you don't want it to be nasty and greasy, but this is super lightweight. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong with this. I use it on all my weaves I get. This is the Organics Coconut Oil Weightless Hydrating Oil Mist. So I spray it all over the hair, and then when I put the water on it as well, I kind of like finger comb it through. I never comb through this hair with a brush, denim brush, none of that. The reason why I do not do that is because I find that it's super hard, it's difficult, because these curls are super tight, and I find that it just ends up clumping and making like knotted pieces within it. So I don't do that. I use my fingers like this, and I just finger the product or whatever I'm putting through. I go through and I use like a little, probably like a dime piece, enough to fit in the palm of my hand. I rub it together and I go through and I try to make sure I get the ends, because you want to make sure your ends stay curly and they don't get super poofy, because that's not cute. Maintain the coils. So another thing I want to show you is, this is the texture the hair came in. So I brought a 20, and a 22 inch, and I brought a 20-inch closure. So of course the 22s are at the bottom, the 20 inches at the top, and then I topped it off with the 20-inch closure. So this is what the hair looks like when you first get it. The coils are super tight, they look kind of shiny. So don't be discouraged. When I was making my wig and I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was gonna look like. This kind of looked like beauty supply, curly hair. It was a little shiny. It wasn't cute, but don't lose hope. You have to style it for it to look how mine looks, or how, I'm not sure her name, but when you go on her site, she's like the face of it, and she always has the really big hair. Sadie. So, I think her name is Sadie Watkins. Sadie, I seen her video. She's the whole reason why I purchased the hair. But yeah, you have to do some stuff to it to get it out of this texture and this look. So what I did was I went ahead and I drenched the entire wig. I put my wig in the sink and I submerged it in water, and then I took it out and I used a big comb, a super wide tooth comb, and I kind of went through it a little by little. So that was the only time I've ever combed through the hair, because you want to kind of relax this wave pattern a little bit. You want to relax it. So once I did all that, I combed through all of it, and then I put it on my wig head and I let it sit overnight. I woke up in the morning. Of course, it was still wet because this is a lot of hair. This hair is thick, so it's going to take more than just overnight for it to dry. So once I got up and it was still, you know, not as wet as it was, but it was still pretty wet, I put the curly smoothie on it and I missed it a little bit and I just rubbed my hands through it. And then after that, that's when I got my diffuser and I began to diffuse. And then this is how it's looked ever since. So right now, this is it kind of wet. So I'm gonna diffuse it a little bit to kind of show you how it can get bigger. It's a Conair diffusing tip. My blow dryer is not from Conair, but I brought this from Sally's Beauty. And I believe this attachment only costs like $10. And it attached to any blow dryer. So if you need a diffuser, don't need to go get a whole new blow dryer. You can literally just get the attachment. Alright guys, that's it. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Go ahead and leave any questions or comments below, and thanks for watching.